INnoVation, Dark, Bunny, Party. 아프리카 TV 프레거 스튜디오 라이브 2020 GSL 시즌 2 코드 S The Coming Storm.
It's time for the rematch. We started today off with INnoVation versus Dark. Now, Dark is the world champion from 2019, but INnoVation, in what were really close, really exciting, fun games to cast personally, INnoVation came out on top with a 2-0. INnoVation went to the winner's match and was Joker villained by Party. Dark bounced back easily from Bunny. These were some of the best macro games that were really close that I've casted in a long time.
Yeah.
Like, INnoVation had almost no functional economy, but was good enough at controlling and pushing. Dark was so good at holding, but was barely broken. How will it look this time around?
I think Dark's going to play better than last time. This could really go either way, even though INnoVation won that last one. Like, there's something seemed off about Dark, but it didn't seem off in his last game.
But if INnoVation wins here, crushing the 2019 world champion, what a crude reminder of how quickly times can change in StarCraft 2 as far as who's on top.
경기가 준비되었다. 한번 시작해볼까? 카이지 게이밍 이노베이션 이신영. 드래곤 피닉스 게이밍 다크 박영우.
Okay, it's cold outside Artosis. It's snowing on Ice and Chrome.
Do you miss the cold weather yet?
Yes. I actually don't care for extreme summer heat.
I don't think anyone cares for extreme summer heat, let alone, like...
Yeah, but okay, but let me expand on that, Artosis. It's not like I personally don't like spider bites. Okay, it's not that's not what I'm talking about.
Sounds a lot like it.
You know, this is just me, but I personally don't like the sensation of throwing up. No, let me go on with this. I actually will take bitter winter over super hot summers. I will take it where it's brutally cold out. And by the way, for you guys who have never been to Korea, we got really hot summers and really cold winters.
Yeah.
We get to have the both of the extremes.
Our range is like -11 to 34.
Yes. But if I had to choose one, even though it could be rough, you know, when it's really cold out, I will take that over just walking around in shorts and a white t-shirt and still being sweaty and disgusting. You know, after having taken a shower and leaving my house, I'm outside for 2 minutes and I'm already gross.
Yeah. It's definitely true.
I also don't sleep as well in the summer heat. Toss and turn, even when the aircon's on.
You gotta have a fan.
I have a fan on, Artosis. I don't sleep as well. I don't sleep as well. It's the wind blowing on me and stuff.
Well, it's always nice to be cold when you sleep.
Yeah,
Cover
be in a
blanket.
cold room and have a nice feather blanket.
Yeah, absolutely.
But talk about the game. What's the Reaper gonna do? Is it gonna damage the Lings and
Did
get
you
away?
see someone actually made the video that we suggested with all the Reaper the past
I
year?
saw that somebody made it. I hadn't watched it.
Yeah, I haven't watched it either, and I don't know if I will watch it. But cheers to the guy who made that.
Yeah, thank you. So let's remember in the first best of 3 these guys had. In game 1, we saw a pretty strong Banshee timing attack where it killed 21 workers. In game 2, I wouldn't say anything fancy happened other than that Dark was constantly counterattacking to destroy INnoVation's economy. But INnoVation really, with like S-class perfect control, kited banelings well enough that he was able to close the game out with a push.
A little lane counterattack here while the Reaper was across the map. Gets a couple Marines, a little bit of scouting done. No biggie, though. Looks like we have a BC opener here.
Yep. A Fusion Core.
Fusion Core.
Fusion Core.
Is that what you named your cat after?
Fuzzums, yes.
You were trying to spell Fusion Core, but you couldn't quite get it.
I was like, how many Z's are in Fusion? Stim coming now. Everything looks like it's a setup for a macro build. This was, by the way, the map and the spawns where we had the very close game in Game 2. Nothing looks different so far, unless I'm forgetting something. I don't think I am.
Yeah, I want to see what... This is the first BC opener done against Dark today?
Yeah.
You know, that was kind of what I was thinking with the original Banshee that came out, that he might have been... That's why the Banshees did damage. Maybe he was thinking it was going to be a BC follow-up. This time, straight up BC. Dark has forgone any roaches or anything, which he's done a lot today of.
Yeah, I almost wonder if there was a reason why we didn't see battle cruisers in Game 1. I'm sorry, in Game 1 or 2. I'm sorry, I mean in Series 1. I can't talk. In the first series, INnoVation played around going battle cruisers, but you know, here they are again. The same players, the same matchup, the same map now. I feel like this is either going to go... I feel like this will not go as well for INnoVation, to be honest with you. I think he would have gone BCs in the earlier games if he thought that was a better choice.
I wonder how many queens are actually out right now. He hasn't really kept much pressure on. The Hellions mostly sitting at home during this. All right, the BC's out. Oh, it's going to just go after the Overlord first. So that'll give Dark plenty of time. Dark does already have 6 queens. Now he jumps to a safe area.
Oh, almost didn't see it there with the blue. I thought our observer just missed it. I'm like, what is he doing? Where is it? Okay. Now, these queens are in a good spot here to basically wedge this back up to the top, and he's probably going to try to squeeze the battle cruiser further north. Good drone pull.
Yeah, only a couple drones dying so far.
More queens are coming around to try to catch this. A spore is going to come in over here. Is this going to squish the battle cruiser down towards the bottom into the main?
Yeah, it seems
there's
like
2 queens already preempting this. But the battle cruiser's only at about half health.
Yeah, no way it's going to die or anything. You
No.
can easily pull that back.
But I'll tell you what, this is the least amount of damage I've seen a battle cruiser really do in these kind of rushes, right?
Pretty much.
Usually they end up killing like 12 drones and there's dead queens and everything.
Well, a lot of the time they're used more brazenly, I guess, with 2 Zs, jumping into a mineral line directly, right? He killed an Overlord first, which kind of is like, hey, I have a battle cruiser, then jumped not onto drones, right? Normally, if you just jump immediately onto drones, it's like, oh, we're starting to kill drones right off the bat. But he does have another set of units coming out, so this might be how the PC really makes itself worthwhile. Yeah, see, he's coming in, harasses a little bit more than jumps to the main army.
Now look, he actually pairs this with the rest of his army. The link counterattack didn't do well. INnoVation is, I think this 4th base is just gone.
Well, that would be a huge kill.
Yep, it's gone.
There's already Speedbanes are done here, though. Can he clear this army efficiently?
INnoVation is not turning around.
All right, here we go. The Speedbane's rolling by right now. He's going to get those Sea Chinks very, very quickly. Trying to target down the Banelings and does a reasonable job. The Queen's coming forward right now. He's going to be able to pick off that BC.
Yeah, the BC goes down, but it's just Lings. I think if the Marines can regroup and get another arc like they are right now, the targeting would be insane.
Well, especially with the creep taken away.
Oh,
look at
my
this.
God.
Queen's ever so slowly trying to back up. Can't quite do it.
Oh, my God. Only one Queen gets away. The Baneling Cess is going to go down.
Oh, everything going wrong right now for Dark. He's already lost a 4th, which is a terrible thing, but now all of his Queens gone as well.
Yeah, he can actually slice in half the 2nd and the 3rd base. That messes with the rallies. The Spire now taking hits.
This is a terrible situation for
If
Dark.
Dark does not fight this off in the next minute, he is going to lose game one.
Quicker than that even. Having that Spire go down is just such a big moment. He's making like 4 mutas right now. What are those even going to do? Okay, here we go. He is rolling in with these Banelings. Oh god, I think he's just going to GG, man.
INnoVation, he just seems to have solved Zerg. He just knows how to push it, he knows how to maneuver. Dark was not prepared. He even held the battlecruiser off well early on. GG.
Tough situation there for Dark.
Is Dark, the world champion of 2019, going to be punted out in the round of 16 by INnoVation?
You know, his Queen heavy defense is not doing so much against INnoVation, right? Like, we
Well,
see
what's funny-
INnoVation fighting very well against it.
But it also seems like the micro decisions in the pushes are really important here too. He sets up the, he doesn't do that much damage with the BC. The push comes out anyways. This is a battlecruiser
You mean
with
like
10
the
HP.
tank positioning and targeting? Or?
I think every little thing, where the BC was put, the decision, he actually got the creep tumors so that when the fight was won, the queens couldn't get away.
That was huge.
The
that,
queens were
that
suddenly,
moment,
they
like,
were in quicksand there.
That's why the game had no chance. If he had all those queens back up on creep, if creep was still there, all the queens are alive in an arc, and it's very hard to continue pushing.
We're going to Submarine. My
Okay.
favorite kind of sandwich.
The Submarine?
The Submarine.
All right.
My favorite place to eat, Submarine sandwich. Give us game 2, please.
경기가 준비되었다. 한번 시작해 볼까? 카이지 게이밍 이노베이션 이신영. 드래곤 피닉스 게이밍 다크 박영우.
All right. Dark's got to bring out his best stuff here. You know, you mentioned that he mixes in a lot of aggressive plays, too. We saw him making some roaches earlier against INnoVation. It didn't really do anything, to be honest. INnoVation generally doesn't get caught off guard by things like that. Does he try something like that here? Because it feels like nothing's working for him against Inno.
Well, this is the first time we're seeing Dark get squished. Dark never really in the past was just pushed and killed.
Yeah.
And INnoVation seems to be on the next level. He's bringing out different TVZs each time, and each time he's able to strangle the Zerg and take him out. That's crazy. This is Dark.
Yeah.
Who, I mean, look at Bunny's games as an example. Bunny played mechanically really well, and Dark looked like the Blob.
Yeah, it was well,
ridiculous.
It shows you the distance between even Bunny
Dark
and
looked
INnoVation.
like Tetsuo in Akira at the end of the movie.
Oh, I thought you said Ted Suo.
No,
I'm
no.
like, who's Ted
No,
Suo?
Tetsuo. Dark's like, my body won't listen. It just takes over the whole map. But no, it is. I mean, it just.
Whereas Tace is the little floating annoying guy.
Me? No, you know what I am? If I'm in Akira, I'm that religious guy that's talking about how Akira's coming and it's going to be the end, and I'm like casting the game until he just destroys us with one sweep.
Yeah. I'm the motorcycle.
You're the motorcycle? Artosis, you're one of the clowns that fell off the bike at the start of the movie.
Okay, Roachhorn coming down.
I like this.
Yeah? The Roachhorn you like?
Yeah.
Might be good here. Now, this is not 3 command. If this was 3 command, this could be a game-winning move.
Yeah, well, let's see what it can do. I think Dark, this maybe is a little bit predictable, right? The pushes keep beating him, so what do you do? But Yeah, let's just see what happens. I'm really excited for this this attack and how this is going to work. Does this supply block Zerg if he gets it? Actually, no. He already had an extra Overlord coming out even then.
But you know what? That is less time for this barracks to be producing as well. So I think Dark was probably pretty happy with that. And even getting the Marines would be huge. Look at this. He splits a Zergling off there. Actually gets a full scout, so he sees what's going on. He sees the tech lab here. So he knows a Banshee can be made. But, I mean, he's already making 10 roaches, man. He's going to come right across this map, and there's not a lot to defend.
And as you can see, there's a cutoff point for how many roaches you get. The idea is that you want to cripple them and then get ahead behind it.
All right, let's see what he gets done with this now.
A bunker being made. Will INnoVation actually abandon the natural? It seems so.
Yeah, I think it's definitely the right choice here as well.
We should have a few Ravagers made.
He's making a Marauder to put in that bunker. I like that play. Really, the Banshee is going to be the savior, though.
The Hellions will be here to counterattack. Can he actually get the... Oh, hold on. How much damage is this going to be?
Yeah, look at this. Oh, he actually kills the SCV that's on the bunker, then blocks his roaches with the egg. I love it.
We need to have more Ravagers made here. You need to turn the injured roaches. Oh my god, he breaks it!
Yeah, he does break in. Only a single Ravager, though, and with the bunker up. I mean, that's...
Cloak is coming behind this, by the way. Ooh, INnoVation has to be careful not to overextend here.
It was a good defense. Can't be unhappy with that defense.
Yeah, that was pretty good. But where do we go from here? It's a 10-worker lead right now for Dark.
Look at this. He's making 4 spores. He's not letting Banshees come in and kill 20 workers again.
Yeah, well, he learned his lesson from game 1, that's for sure. Oh, what? It looked like the Starport killed the Overlord by crashing through it.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
Yeah.
Best anti-air in the game is just flying
It's
buildings.
like Command and Conquer where you can like run over stuff with units.
Yeah. The Starport, though, would have to randomly turn around when you click it forward sometimes.
Yeah, it's not clean pathing.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 Banshees, again. Same ideas from game 1. But this time Dark is prepared. And the Banshees still have utility post the initial attack.
Overlord coming in, getting full scout, but sees that it's just a continuation of macro play.
Ooh.
Yeah, Banshee's really not finding any damage here.
What am I seeing? What was that?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Anyways.
It's just showing the other barracks what's going to happen if you get supply blocked again. You better keep making your units.
They were firing at something, we heard something die, and then the barracks finished and they stopped attacking. I don't know what that was. So, now we go to the phase where INnoVation is going to be setting up for a push. Is he going to push out here? I think he'll just take a 3rd, right? There's a 3rd CC that's done, right?
Yeah, well...
Yeah, there is, yeah.
It doesn't feel like he has enough to really push with anyways, right? Like, he's just getting some medevacs out. His upgrades are just about halfway done. Nothing feels super good about that. Dark is making some roaches here, right? He's on 68 drones. He's getting 1-1, getting roach speed. See how much he makes.
Baneling's nest being made. Looks like there's a small... I think there's just some pressure. I don't think there's going to be any kind of committed attack.
No. You can kill a couple tumors, that's good.
Yeah.
A couple active ones there.
Yeah, and then just run out. And you know, if there's no Butas out, you can do this.
Oh, this is cute too.
Yeah, this is great. You know, the Ravagers are quite expensive, so if you can get a few free kills on him. And keep in mind, you know, when you're massing up tanks, taking out the Ravagers, that's 1 less corrosive bile shot that may kill a tank, and a lot of times that is how you win or lose a game.
Yeah.
You know.
Right, a lot of Lings being made right now, some more Ravagers as well. INnoVation, though, not attacking, just hitting the edges. We're going to continue to fly around with these medevacs. A few more drones here for Dark, just kind of keeping a pretty large standing army at the moment.
Oh, wow. Instant decision to come down here. Is this going to be for the Evo? Guess not.
Bile defense a bit too strong there.
Yeah, there's not enough surface area to run anywhere there. What? Oh, okay. Scan doesn't finish up. INnoVation doing a lot of other stuff during that drop.
Yeah, look at this. That's so funny. Speed upgrade not quite done.
Oh. Well, maybe this will be the game that Dark actually holds off the main push. This is not doing that much.
No, it's certainly not. But he can see the army that Dark has, and this army doesn't really scale, you know? So as long as INnoVation doesn't come out on the map early, as long as he builds his supply up, he should have a bit of a better army. And I feel like he can almost anticipate by seeing the number of roaches that are out. He can almost anticipate an attack coming in. Because I don't think that Dark wants to go to max supply with this and then sit there for 5 minutes, you know?
No, for sure not. It's one of these things where you're not going to die to a push most likely, which is probably one of the reasons why Dark usually is not flattened by most Terrans, is he's really good with Roach Ravager.
Yeah.
And then you could try to take a fight and transition into this super strong late game.
Yeah, and a lot of players are kind of like a little bit like bots, right? Where they're like, this is when I attack. And it's like, well, I mean, did you look at the unit comp here? Did you see? This is not maybe the opportune time.
Well, you know, for all the missteps I think INnoVation's had here, overall he's done a really good job with this harass.
Yeah.
Again, another kill on one of these Ravagers in the middle of the map. The fourth base hasn't been settled yet.
Yeah, the Banshee's definitely showing some worth there later on. 2-2 going to be finishing up. We have some Vipers joining the fray. I do really like the added Vipers. Really
Yeah,
do.
I agree.
That's great. It's really going to change the dynamic of this army.
Yeah, for sure.
It helps these units that didn't necessarily scale as well still be pretty useful, right? Whether you're abducting tanks or blinding clouding them, you can get a little bit of a better trade with them.
Okay. An attack down here. Looks like it's pretty easily handled. God, you know, there's something about Dark's corrosive biles that always seem to hit.
Yeah, he throws out good biles.
There's really something to that. I mean, I know that most games we see the bile as sort of this it's like this dance that never does anything, like a Reaper trying to kill one of the Zerglings early on.
It's like a zoning tool.
Yeah, but he seems to know basically where you can't quite move at him.
It feels like that today.
Oh my God, what is he doing? What is he doing? What is he doing? Oh my God.
Well, that one didn't work out as much.
Can't win them all.
Now what is he doing?
What is he doing? What is anybody doing? What are we doing? Zerg's taking 2 more bases to put this up to 7. Or 6, excuse me.
Tank sieged up in reasonable position here. He is a little bit on creep still, though. Oh,
Okay.
he's going to get the command center.
Yeah.
That has to cancel the planetary, has to lift off. Here we go.
Meanwhile, an attack over here. Dark seems to have possibly too much. Maybe I spoke too soon. I think there's a few more tanks actually below our production tab at the bottom here.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think there was another tank or 2. Oh, wow. Yeah, still has, I mean, that's a pretty good position for all of that, but is this going to do anything long-term here? Because with those Vipers out, I could see that being dismantled pretty quickly. Meantime, INnoVation hits 12 o'clock.
Oh, this is pretty cute. Yeah, just try to gun down the tanks at a distance. Oops, one more.
All right, there
You know,
go.
if you can keep this tank count low, it's okay to lose some Ravagers if you're able to take out the tanks, you know?
The tanks are going to be what helps Terran to be really cost-efficient against some of these Link Bane attacks.
This is the longest game we've had with these 2 players, by the way. We're going to get into real late game TVZ. A big Link counterattack.
Backs up as the reinforcements come down.
There's still that push going on near 12 o'clock. INnoVation trying to push 2 locations at once. This is very hard on both parties. Oh, odd detonation there. Oh, wow, INnoVation gets his top 12 o'clock spot.
Yeah, has some good mines there as well, which will cover his retreat a bit. Ooh, I like the parasitic bombs though. Dark is getting into this area where, yeah, he's losing a base here and there, but he's starting to get some cost efficiency against some of the most important units, the medevacs.
Yeah.
You gotta remember, that's kind of the long-term unit that Terran is always gaining value out of, right? When you buy a medevac, as long as that's alive, that is doing a lot of work for you. So Dark getting a lot of those into low health, killing some of them as well. It's a very nice move.
Okay, another attack in. Oh my God, Dark just has too much. But I'll tell you something, INnoVation with these escapes is insane.
The mines are doing so much for him this game.
Here's another mine. Oh my God.
Oh, that mine was
I have no idea how
insane.
many that was. It looked like
Well, 27 kills on that.
but I think that was at least 13 banlings right there. That was some ridiculous number. Enough to turn a fight.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Look at this. Another one just sitting there.
By the way, Dark expanding past the push here at, what is it, 12:30.
All right, Link counterattack comes down. INnoVation sending some army there right away. But in the meantime,
oh my God.
wow, INnoVation's eyes elsewhere.
Yeah.
So many parasitic bombs going down as well. He is losing medevacs left and right now. This is much more the type of game that we wanted to see from Dark today.
Yeah, we're getting to the outer limits of the game here. Every expansion is taken. I mean, there's one that has to be retaken that was killed off, but I mean, we're running out of map here. By the way, Zerg creep is not that well spread out. The idea of a counterattack on the right side of the map really succeeding doesn't seem as likely right now.
Yeah. Some of these mines still getting some insane value here. The overall Ravager count staying about the same throughout.
Well, a Greater Spire comes.
That's interesting.
Now I feel like a Greater Spire might give the proper defense that you need to try to, hold that side of the map, but I don't know how you attack across the map with this, right?
Yeah.
This may guarantee INnoVation the right side of the map.
Yeah, I think if you actually, he's pulling the trigger on the Broodlords. I feel like that's a play to force INnoVation into a slightly different composition.
I think you're right.
Because I think, you play like a Ling Ravager combination for long enough on a big enough map, Terran's going to outmaneuver you a little bit. So he's trying to change that up. All right, nice pick off here on the planetary.
Yeah, good snipe with the biles there. Picks up and leaves. These drones are stuck though.
INnoVation in the meantime is adding on starport, so he's going to switch into Vikings, starts that +1 air attack.
But just to go back to what we were mentioning earlier, I mean, how does Dark attack with this, right? He stretches the game out, but is that really what he wants here? Oh, great play.
Oh,
gunning down those Widow Mines, but
some decent biles there as well. Get rid of those Widow Mines.
I think INnoVation, I think he's going to win.
Yeah, he's everywhere right now.
When you invest in those Broodlords, they're hard to fight, but you can go pick fights elsewhere. Broodlords are basically the slowest units in the game besides Queens off creep.
Yeah, it looks like these Broodlords are being picked off. That's it.
GG!
Wow.
Welcome to the new era where INnoVation can steamroll Dark in a push.
I tell you, Dark played a much better game that time, but could not hold on to the overwhelming force of INnoVation. Too much for the defending world champion, and he exits in the round of 16. That's a round of 8 and a round of 16 finish. Dark is a round of 4 player at minimum.
Not anymore, Artosis.
Not anymore.
What you just said was literally not true. It was a lie.
Oh, no!
Let's go to INnoVation now. Let's see how he's feeling. He's looking better than ever, and he's been one of the most dominant players of all time. After this beautiful shot of the GSL Global StarCraft 2 League.
우승자 출신 간의 대결.
And
그
the
승자는
second
카이즈
place
게이밍
of Group B
이신영
is
선수입니다.
INnoVation of Kaiser Gaming.
축하드립니다.
Congratulations. Thank you.
상대 전적 박빙이었던
The
바로
head-to-head
선수를
record
두번
against
만나서
you and Dark
두번
is
모두
quite
전승을 거뒀습니다.
equal,
소감
but you did pick up the
어떠세요?
win today. How do you feel?
사실 이렇게까지 이길 수 있을 거라고 생각을 안 하고 왔는데
I didn't think I would beat him
잘 풀리기도
so easily
했고,
today, but the games worked out really well for me,
도 많이 좀 따라줬던 것
and
같아요.
I think I was quite
빌드
fortunate as well.
얘기도 해보겠습니다. 빠른 3가스로
Went
전투
for the
순양함
quick
이후
three gas.
업그레이드된 해병 아주
And then you went
강력하다.
for the
정말
Bionic
좋은
Army
빌드다라는
to overwhelm your
칭찬도
opponent.
받았고요. 한편 선수들의 개인 방송
On the other side,
코멘트를 참고해 보면 즉흥적인 그런 판단이었을 것이다라는
and the
코멘트도
other players
있었거든요.
think that this
직접
was a
깎아오신 빌드인가요?
improvised strategy. What do you think?
준비한 건 아니고요.
Well, I
원래
didn't prepare for the strategy, to be honest.
빌드를 골든힐을 좀 필살기를 준비해 왔었는데
I mean, for the build,
I 계속 빼가지고 못 썼거든요. 근데
I prepared an ultimate build for Golden Wall,
패자조 하고 있을 때 생각나가지고.
and while the losers bracket was happening, I was thinking of which strategy to use, and then I decided to use this strategy.
자, 한편 승자전은 다소 아쉬운
In the winners match, you did have a disappointing loss
아마
against
내
Parting.
이름값에 쫄았던 것
And Parting
같다
commented in
이야기를
his
했거든요.
interview that
다수
you,
전차를
INnoVation,
잃었던
was
그 컴도
intimidated
그렇다면 너무
by
기가
Parting.
죽어서 그랬었던 걸까요?
Is that right?
이름값은 제가 훨씬 높은 것 같고.
No, I don't think I lost to Parting because I was intimidated. I think I have better value.
난전 상황에서 제가 판단이 잘 안
In
되는
skirmishes, I definitely made the wrong
고질병이
decisions,
있어가지고 진것 같고.
and that's why I lost.
1세트 이겼으면 아마 2세트도 이기고.
I mean, in the first
올라갔을
game,
것
if I won, I probably won the
GSL 3회
next set as
우승자가
well.
고질병이라니요. 겸손인 것 같습니다. 자, 지난 시즌 1 얘기를 해볼게요.
Now let's talk
지난
about the
시즌
last season.
4강에 오르면서
You went around the
GSL
four,
5번째 결승 진출도
and you
눈앞에
made it
두고
to your
있었는데요.
you almost made it to your fifth
김도욱
consecutive
선수에게 너무
fifth
아쉽게
GSL finals,
패했습니다. 그때
but you
풀세트
did lose
접전
that game.
다 패하고 나서 좀 아쉬움이 있으셨나요?
So were you disappointed after that loss?
아쉬움이 있기는 했어요.
I mean, I was
자신감이
disappointed for sure.
있었는데
I had confidence going into the match,
좀 그때 경기력이 좀 안 좋았어가지고
but my performance hasn't been all that great.
아쉽기는 했는데 4강 상금도 나름
But
괜찮아가지고.
despite it being a disappointing loss, I was happy to receive my
후보가
fourth place money.
그 상금에 만족하시면 안 되죠. 이번 시즌 자신감은 어느
So this
정도세요?
season, how confident are you?
사실 이번 시즌은 좀 마음을 비우고 했거든요.
Well, this season I try to play with an empty mind,
좀잘 되는 것 같고.
and I think it's working out well so far.
8강 대진도 나쁘지 않다고
And I don't think the round of
생각해가지고
8 bracket is that bad for me.
4강까지는 갈 수 있어요.
So I think I should at least make it to round of 4.
나는 저그전 잘하고 저그전
I mean, you're
승률이
good at the
가장
TVZ
좋으니까
and you have the
이미 지금
highest
4강 가
TVZ win rate.
있으시군요.
아니요, 그런 건 아니고.
No, that's not it.
좀 어렵긴 해요. 연습
The
때는 좀
TVZ is
어려웠는데.
definitely hard. I can notice that during my practice.
오늘만 좀 잘 된 것 같아요.
But I think
네,
today,
저희
especially
그
today,
4강에서
I play bad.
박소
I
선수와의 경기
play good.
기대를 해보겠습니다. 자, 그럼 마지막으로 한마디
Alright,
들어볼게요.
so before you go, anything you want to say?
예, 오늘 사실 좀 올라가기 힘든 조라고 생각을 해가지고.
Well, I thought the group would be hard and I wouldn't be able to
마음으로
advance,
왔는데 올라와서 좋고요.
but I'm happy to have advanced in the end.
예전에 제가 3대 0으로 이긴 적 있었어가지고
And I mean,
3대 0으로 이길 수 있도록 하겠습니다.
I will try
네, 3대
my
0
best
이야기를
in the
해주셨는데요. 다시 한번
round of 8 to
축하드립니다.
beat 3-0.
감사합니다.
Once again,
네,
congratulations.
이렇게
Thank you.
B조 죽음의 조의 2위 진출자 이신영 선수 만나봤는데요. 오늘 경기
Thank you,
최종
Andy.
정리
I like that end of the interview. I will try my best to show uninteresting games.
Okay.
It's a good
These are our
day.
results. Really, you know, for a group that we knew was going to be so strong, there were still some real surprises here. Parting out first, Dark did not advance, INnoVation getting second. Bunny looked good, but you know he's not up to snuff.
Yeah, I can't wait to see INnoVation against DRG because DRG looked so on point against TY.
Yeah, DRG looked almost otherworldly. Like he just looked crazy, like how well he was playing, especially against TY.
It's pretty exciting stuff, and now DRG sees what his match can start
Yeah.
practicing. This so far, I mean, that is a pretty sick round of 8.
And
Right? We have 3 very old school players from the top.
I'm very curious to see what Parting's going to plan out here for TY. We're going to be back on Sunday at 6:30 p.m. For Group C, it's Maru, Solar, Trap, and Dream. Another exciting group.
Dude, that is really exciting. The red shirts, look at this.
Yeah.
Dream is in such good shape right now, and I think Trap is probably the best Protoss in the world at the moment. I don't know what to think about this group, though, Tasteless.
Solar always looking strong. Maru, one of
Maru's
our greatest
Maru, man.
players of all time. You never know if he will get eliminated.
can never count him out.
Yeah. You always kind of have to assume he's probably going to win.
Yeah, yeah.
But we've had a real shakeup here in 2020.
We have. We have had a bit of a shakeup. Like, look at Dream, man. He was picked so late. Like, he's so strong. Everyone knows it. Is he going to continue to perform?
Only time will tell. So we'll see you guys then at 6:30. We're halfway through the round of 16. Games have been amazing, by the way.
Yeah, and I think it's only going to get better from here. The round of 8 is going to be madness.
And it's not even the games that have been great, too. Also, the results have been really surprising, really exciting. StarCraft 2 is in a good spot. Crazy to see that Dark is losing to pushes of all the players.
Yeah, yeah.
And INnoVation, you know, he always kind of gets back to this level where he just is mechanically perfect and seems to have sorted out all the possible attacks that could come at him. Knows how to shut everything down, deny counterattacks, drop enough to do damage and not overdo it, and then push and win. And he's done it like 4 times where he's unstoppable. It seems like he's here again doing it once more.
Well, I would love to see him win another championship, honestly. Yeah. I don't think that there's anyone I would rather see win GSL. Well, it was Cyril, but, you know, INnoVation winning another
That'll
one
be a
would
post-COVID era.
Yeah, that would be so amazing. I think that would be like, I mean, what a moment with the record he has in GSL so far. To add another one this late in the career, craziness.
Well, this is why StarCraft is in such a good spot. It's that the game is old. It actually has story. It has history. It's had time to develop. And it's cool to see players who are new come in and start to finally succeed, or these guys who were great at one point in time, like DRG, for instance, that actually had to take time off to do their military service and then come back and look this good. DRG beating the Season 1 champion, TY. I mean, you can beat him. I think you can beat anybody. I'm curious to see DRG INnoVation. The future's good.
Yeah, yeah. That's kind of the match that I'm looking forward to for sure.
Well, that's all the time we have, guys. Thank you for joining us. Stay safe, keep washing your hands and wearing a mask, and have a good morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you are.
Unbreakable. I called you up in the early morning light.